It's griddle time. Hey everyone, my name is Camille and this is Camille's Dishes. Today I'm going to be making a griddle pizza. So we have a big griddle top that's basically a grill, but instead of having grates, it's just a really flat surface, all cast iron. So it's a Blackstone griddle. If you've heard people mention Blackstone, that's what it is. So, oh, I forgot my rolling pin. Here's my rolling pin. So I'll be making the pizza crust. The dough's already right here. Smells amazing. I used the Bob's Red Mill recipe right on the back here for their perfect pizza crust. I put this in a mixer bowl, but I didn't actually, you don't need to mix it. It just forms a dough, so you don't have to have a mixer to make this. And I learned this trick that if you need somewhere warm for your dough to rise, you can actually just preheat your oven. So you can just preheat your oven, leave the bowl on top of the oven, and it will just help create some heat. And then once it's done preheating, you shut it off, and it will still be warm over there. So two changes that I made was I put a little bit, like a teaspoon of honey in the dough just to help the yeast, and I also just think it gives it a little nice, a subtle sweetness. And also, when I checked this I left it for a long time. I made it around like 3 o'clock at the end of my lunch break, or actually almost 4 o'clock at the end of my lunch break, and it's now pretty late. It's past 7 o'clock, so it's been sitting for a while. And so when I checked it, I actually just added some olive oil to it just to give it a little bit of a nice olive oil taste. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of flour here. And the olive oil just kind of helped it come together a little bit too, because there was, you know, some like kind of little crusty bits at the bottom. Just makes it really nice. So here we go. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful. I just didn't read the directions all the way. Okay. I never read the directions all the way. The other thing that I forgot to mention was I actually doubled this recipe as well. So this is 4 cups of flour. And I think this will make a really nice big pizza. The request was big pizza. So a little bit more flour on here. Oh, whoops. I gotta get like a grippy thing for underneath this. Do a bounce test. Oh yeah, that's great. Okay. So I'm gonna cut this in half to start. See how big we can get this. Alright, let's get this rolled out. I'm gonna try to just keep turning it and try to keep it, it's probably going to be square instead of circular. Move it this way, turn it. This is sheet real thick.
Once I have this all rolled out, just to make it a little extra tasty, is I had a blend of, not a blend, it's literally just onion and garlic powder, and I'll sprinkle that on top of the crust and do like a final kind of roll to get it all in there. It'll be delicious. Alright, I'm gonna turn you off and come back when we're all rolled out.
This is my first crust all rolled out. I have my griddle on. I'm gonna do, and this will go on, and we'll put the toppings when we're actually on the griddle, because you can't move it after. It will be too difficult. Well, that's not true, actually. But so all we're doing right now is doing this little seasoning into the crust. And the griddle is actually, we haven't used it in I don't know, long time, so it's just burning off all whatever's on it right now. And get it real hot. It doesn't have, I don't know like what actual temperature it will be, but you know, it's gonna be really hot. Ta-da! The Blackstone Griddle. This is the griddle, the Blackstone. This one, me and my husband's siblings bought him for his birthday in 2019. I don't know, but we got this for a great price from Walmart. This is the Pro one. Has the lid. There's a paper. You're not gonna be able to see it. There's a paper towel holder. It has the 3 knobs. It has utensil hooks and a little shelf. It is amazing. If you can get one, definitely get one. I had a bunch of old greasy grossness on it from last year. This is the first time that we pulled it out, and I think this is the first time that we've had it over a winter, so we did get it in 2020. So it's nice and hot now. I put fresh oil on it. It's smoking off. It's very, very hot. I'm just going to put a little bit of cornmeal on the bottom to just give it that nice pizza shop kind of feel. There. And now we're gonna throw our crust on. And it is gonna go. Oh, there's a tiny hole. So once this crust really crisps up, we'll flip it. It's really hot. It's been going for just a few minutes. Ooh, look at those bubbles! I hope you can see that. I'm gonna bring you closer. Oh yeah. Nice bubbles. Let's check the bottom. Alright, still a little tender there. Just gonna give it a little turn. Make sure it's not sticking. Ooh, these bubbles are so nice. I might not flip it over. Alright, this is looking absolutely amazing. I can try and show you. You got all those nice crispy bubbles. That's hot. Alright, maybe I will flip it just for a second. You gotta get these 2 little blippers. Alright, so my crust is back inside. It is looking beautiful. This will be the top and this will be the bottom. So what we like for toppings is broccoli. This is frozen broccoli, and I just threw the rest of that garlic and onion powder on there just for fun. We have, oops, you guys are so loud. We have mushrooms, and so I really like mushrooms. My husband really likes broccoli, and normally we order half broccoli, and half mushrooms, half broccoli and half mushrooms. So half on one side, half on the other. But one time we ordered that, but they just did half the amount of broccoli they give you and half the amount of mushrooms on the entire pizza. So that's how we like to do it. It's very delicious. This is Pomodoro sauce. We have a soup factory near us, and they make these massive bags of soup that you can buy every once in a while, and I might do a video about that when they do the next sale, just because I think it'd be really fun. You can basically buy bulk soups and different products. They make, stuff for legal seafoods and Panera bread and stuff like that, so you can buy that at a discount. So I just ended up putting it in this jar. I need to get a spoon for that. And then I have fresh mozzarella, and we're gonna top it with cheddar cheese. So let's start with some sauce. This is delicious, and it's a little bit chunky, so I really love it. And I wanted to mention as well, when we first got the griddle, we looked up a bunch of different like YouTube videos about how to make different things on the griddle, and there's two channels that we really like to watch. One is The Hungry Hussy. We love his videos. And the other is the Walt Twins, and they just have tons and tons of videos on their Blackstone Griddle. You can make so much stuff on there. It's awesome. We do have a grill as well, but I think it's good if you have a grill or if you don't. The only thing you're really gonna so for burgers, you do like smash burgers, which kind of cook in their own fat. So that's just one thing, you know, that you usually do on a grill, you can do on the griddle. And then obviously if you want to do like steaks a certain way, you're not going to be able to do that with the griddle because it's going to sit in its fat. So that's really the only thing really to consider, but makes a great gift. And actually my husband's sister got one as well for her birthday because she saw how much we used it. She wanted one. So Walmart has awesome deals on it. Sometimes you gotta check it out. There's all different versions, and it's cast iron, so it's really gonna last you a long time as long as you take care of the parts. And Blackstone's a really cool company too. Like I said, there's so many different versions because they really change and adapt the product when they're making it. All right, and there are other brands. You don't have to just get Blackstone. I've seen Cuisinart makes one, and there's like the Walmart brand, the Ozark Trail. There's, I think KitchenAid makes one too. I feel like I got an ad for one. I don't know if that was the Cuisinart one though. All right, so I'm bringing this all the way to the edge. We're really sauced up here. Are you a lot of sauce person or a little sauce person? Or a light sauce person? Are you a heavy sauce or a light sauce? All right, that looks good. All right, I don't know where I'm gonna put that. I'll put that there. Do these beautiful broccolis. I'm gonna cut some of these. Beep. This one's just massive. Beep. Okay. Put these all around. Yeah, so weigh in the comments. Are you a lot of sauce person or a little sauce person or a light sauce person? It's a light sauce person. Get all these broccolinis here. Oh, she's looking beautiful. Beautiful. And just something to think about too, if you're gonna make griddle pizza, you wanna get your crust nice and crispy, but also you have to put it back on. So make sure that you don't get it too crispy. Oops. All right, so that's good. And do our mushrooms. I love mushrooms. These are baby portobello mushrooms that I sliced thin. Oh, I think I want to put the mozzarella on first. That's all right. We'll make little spots for it. Oops. And while I was in here, I just turned the griddle on low. That's to save propane, and also I didn't want it to get too smoking hot. So I have my little cheddar cheese next. And I don't know, are you also, okay, there's a lot of things to weigh in here. Are you heavy sauce or light sauce? And are you cheese underneath the toppings, cheese on top of the toppings, or cheese on both? Above and below the toppings. I really like to put cheese on the topping to kind of lock it in. Help all those toppings stay where you want them. All right, that looks good. Let's bring this back out. Okay. I'm gonna transport this closer. Here we go. pulled this off the griddle. When you make them bigger, the cheese doesn't melt as well. When you make them smaller, you can put like little metal bowls or domes over them and it melts it a lot better. I'm just going to throw it in the broiler for 3 to 5 minutes. Just get that cheese really melted. Beautiful. Ah. Uh-oh. You got a snag. There we go. All right. I gotta remember not to touch it. Pizza is done and melty and delicious. Let's cut into it. Cut this in like big squares. I just love how crispy the crust gets. Oops, I'm gonna let it cool down and then we'll take a bite. See, is this still really hot? Take a bite. Oh yeah, it's good. The crust is so thin and it's just crispy. You can see that. Oh, can you see it? A little like crack line. Oh, it cracks. So thank you all so much for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. I will see you next time.